Okay, so as a prepper, I obviously like to have things for every situation that I might need. But I live in a caravan, so it's a pretty small space. Where am I going to put everything? So one thing that I learned pretty quick was that storage areas like cupboards under the bed storage, which looked absolutely amazing when I got my caravan, were just pretty terrible damp traps. I put a load of really nice wool blankets underneath my bed in the storage for the first year, put a couple of damp traps in there, still went really mouldy, manky, horrible, stank the place out and had to throw them away, which is really heartbreaking as I literally will darn everything until it's out of its existence. But damp in caravans is a real thing. If you've got a wood burner, then it's so much better, and as long as you try and keep cupboards open, but they're still not the best place to store things. So I've got my lovely comfy bed, and I'll show you how I store a lot of my camping equipment and bedrolls. So right, this is the best bolster cushion that I could ever imagine having. But it is literally, because it is just a whole roll full. I think I've got about 4 different sheepskins in here. So this and my tartan blanket, which is, I'm not going to unroll it because I can't be bothered to put it all back together. But yeah, so there's a few sheepskins in there. And a pure wool blanket, which is absolutely fantastic if you're wanting just to camp out, sleep on the sheepskins, put the blanket over you, or use that as a tarp, because with natural wool that's quite dry, and keeps water off quite well. But yeah, so that's one thing. Basically, instead of just having things in a cupboard, turn them into cushions and blankets, and then onto cushions. So cushions are normally stuffed with cushions, but not in my caravan. So in the winter and the summer, I don't really own that many clothes because I've not got that much space. And to be honest, I don't really wear that many different outfits. So I used to be one of those people that would be like, yeah, I can't wear that more than 5 times. And then I kind of saw the perils of civilization and quit it. So winter clothing and summer clothing. I've got a cupboard behind me of the clothes that I'll be wearing for the next season, and then a couple of times a year I'll switch them round. So we're just getting into spring, and you know what, I've woken up this morning and it's really wet and miserable and cold outside, and I'm thinking maybe I've done the packing a little bit too early. But winter clothes, so like gloves, hats, scarves, what else have I got in more hats. I think this is just a cushion full of hats. But yeah, instead of stuffing your cushions with, well, cushions, if you use them to store things, to store your clothing, to store like tarps, bedrolls, whatever you've got, absolutely perfect. I mean, if you think about it, pillows and soft furnishings are brilliant, super comfy, take up a lot of room. And why not use them as storage? Okay, so I hope that's been helpful for anyone with off-grid or prepper storage solution problems. Take care.